You can see that the correspondent had corroborated some of the things we said here. How will SEC of Ogun State recognizing a fashion that is not being recognized by PDP National Working Committee?
Yes, because I was going to go to that.
Do you understand? That is
internal crisis.
That is one
which is rocking many parties.
No, that is one, and that is to tell you also the length to which political parties do go. Political party can go to another political party and create problems for them. So that they will have their own headway. Okay, so you can see that trend in what he said. Secondly, because he also said that we have only one party agents in all those this polling units. You can now see that each party that manages each state always have that advantage towards winning the election. But one thing I will not want to agree with him is that this election is not a kind of a referendum towards the good works of the government. No,
it's a no-no.
But because that is not our area of focus today, I don't want to go there. But to say that it is a kind of a referendum towards affirming the good works of the governor.
No, I think we are getting. He is saying the governor, of course, will want to use the opportunity to show that
it's on ground.
The governor wants to show it. It's still a guy.
Can't use that
because we know what is happening in Ogun State, and we know the kind of suffering people in Ogun State are facing.
You can't use that yardstick to measure.
Do you understand? You can't use the local government election as a yardstick to measure performance of the government.
Across.
Across either PDP or APC. No.
That's the truth. That's the truth. We are not serious yet. Just as in Ogun too. Just what we're saying here in Lagos.
Of course,
voter apathy in Ogun too.
As well.
In Ogun State too. It should bother us, We should be feeling agitated that this country is being run like this. Because at the end of the day, some charlatans are going to be appointed because they are not elected. They are going to be appointed. Their names will emerge tomorrow, latest, and they will succeed. In Lagos here, for instance, we know the performances. And majority of those governors and those local government chairmen are coming back, not based on what they've done before. Because election is supposed, when you are going for an election, it's supposed to showcase what you have done in the past. That should be your selling point. But in this case, it's not what you're facing in Nigeria. Once somebody appoints you, you're good.
Yes.
In Koshofe, for instance, Sheyi Ogunle Watson was a PDP for years, contesting for the local government chairman of that local government for many years, until 2 years ago, when the father decided that he needed to decamp to the ruling party. And they reached a consensus this year. They gave him the platform. He's vying, and I can assure you, he's winning.
That
tells you. No. Can you take it away? I'm telling you, take it to the bank. I'm telling you. Kelly, listen. I know. Speculation. You can speculate. Back to the bank. You've been in Nigeria for a long time, and I followed Nigerian politics for a long time. I am telling you that is what will happen. So I'm not going to speculate. Can we just jump that?
What I'm telling
you is that the way we do elections in Nigeria will not prosper. Because we're going to do that next year.
SEC had unveiled some guidelines for the elections. It said 150,000 for chairmanship, 100,000 for vice chairmanship, 75,000 for councillorship positions. But in the APC, the chairmanship ticket or whatever was going for as much as 2 million naira and 1 million naira respectively. That is another issue in our elections.
That's not what I was talking about. It's still part of what you're saying.
So when you go against the guidelines, what is supposed to happen? When somebody goes against the guideline of a commission, that is the supervisory commission to a particular election, what are we supposed to see? And that's why I kept on saying, not until when penal codes, which are being stipulated in some of these policies, are being pushed on some people, are being evoked on some people. The same old story will be seen. If Lasiek that belongs, that is being nominated, that is being composed by the ruling party, gives a particular guideline, and that party is going against that guideline, and nobody is being punished, what do we call that? What do we call that?
I mean,
that means that particular commission is no more independent.
I mean, probably sanctions in the past.
That means it's no more independent.
They don't apply.
And that is what I'm saying. That's why I said initially that local government election should be taken away from SIEC. Rather, let us give it to INEC. Because the moment we are not giving it to INEC,
so some schools of thought will wonder how even independent is INEC.
No, listen.
But it makes a lot of sense.
Listen, INEC to a very large extent is still being more independent than when you're talking of SIEC. Okay? And even INEC, people are also been saying, look at 1, 2, 3 for INEC to be more independent. So rather than complicating our issues, why don't we concentrate it on how to improve on INEC? And then so that we can have, because if INEC is controlling local government election, I bet you, local government will be more closer.
Let's be realistic, it won't be like this.
Because if I went through the names of some people who are going to become the chairman, I mean, becoming chairman of all these local government areas, you're going to see names of some of the big wigs in politics. Yes, like you mentioned one. I know a lot of them.
While you respond, while you share with us your thoughts, my final question is electoral reforms possible in this part of the world?
Okay. Before I answer that, please let me clear this, please. On that question that I'm saying, it's not that the young guy in question doesn't have something to give. It's like he has something up here because he's been trying for over like 10 years or 8. But my problem is, for you to win, you then have to cross that party. That's why I said this election is just, it doesn't make sense, because I can be an independent candidate to vie for an election and then win based on what I'm going to present on the table. So having said that, electoral reform in Nigeria, it's very important. We did it. We need it like yesterday. It's urgent. It's an emergency. We need it as urgent as possible. But will the Nigerian politicians allow it? Will they allow it? Just for you people to twerk the electoral to talk with the
election outcomes.
Transmission of is part of it. They refuse to because they will benefit. So how are we going to get there? When people who said they are sitting on those chairs,
they said we're not ready yet.
Well, they said so. Did I tell them? Are they not representing? They're not representing the public.
Voting.
They are not representing us.
Because the NCC.
No, leave the NCC now. If they are not, it's the INEC they're supposed to call. But what did that man say? NCC is running under the agency of the Ministry of Communication. And who is the supervisor? Who supervises the Ministry of Communication? A politician. And he was quick to come to the National Assembly to
display their rumor. He displayed their rumor.
It's wrong.
All right.
And I expect the next level already.
I mean, as we round off now.
Yeah, you see, our electoral reform, we need to be sincere in it. And then those people...
Is it possible? I'm asking,
yeah, it's possible. Electoral reform...
Nigeria?
Electoral reform is possible. It is achievable. And it is attainable. If only we have that will to do it.
Which is what we don't have.
Not that people that will come there to come and give you facts and figures, you will tell them that they are thugs. No, we don't need such people to be involved in those reforms. We need people that will respect brilliant ideas.
Right. We
need people that will encourage citizens to come and make brilliant presentations.
Okay.
By the time we are able to do that, then you will know that electoral reform in Nigeria is possible, it is attainable, and it is achievable.
Yes. That's a good place to leave it. Gentlemen, I would like to thank you most kindly for sharing with us your insights and thoughts this afternoon.